So the premise of the game is what?
The premise of the game is we have one player, we have celebrities on a panel that help them. I ask the question, then the celebrities debate the answer. They offer up the answer, and then it's up to the player to work out whether our celebrities are smart or not.
Don't invite us on that.
I think you'd be great on it.
No.
I think you guys would be great on this show.
Oh, no, such pressure having to help someone win money.
I know, but I mean, you just come on.
If people watch television and sometimes they think you're smart, leave it at that. Don't shatter the illusion.
Can I say, as the host of this, I'm meant to seem smart. I went on Chris Evans' breakfast show this morning. I give the wrong answer to my own question. I asked Chris a question from the show. He gave me an answer.
Was it?
I told him it was wrong. I asked him which city, put these cities in order that they first hosted the Olympics.
Right.
Oh,
go on,
you
go
know
on.
that.
I don't know if I know it.
LA, Tokyo, London.
London first, followed by Tokyo, and then LA.
You see, the answer I gave... I gave LA first, London and Tokyo. Chris gave the same answer as you, and we're both wrong.
Which is?
London first, 1908.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then LA in the 30s.
That's a lie.
Oh, in the
That's a lie.
In the 30s. They hosted it twice, and then Tokyo in the 60s.
Brilliant. Good trivia answer.
Yeah, good trivia. Got it completely wrong.
Are you learning lots doing this show, then?
I'm pretending to know quite a lot. As a quiz master, you can do that thing, Ruth, where, you know, you're getting the answer in your ear.
Oh.
You can sound a lot smarter than you really are.
And on the subject of LA, what have you learnt about LA? Because we're honoured to have you here. I mean, I'm never sure when I read the magazines and things. Do you live in LA? Do you live in London? Do you live in Ireland? Where are you?
Where are you?
Where are you?
Where are you
well,
now?
funny you should ask me that now, Eamonn.
Where do you find yourself?
I would find myself mostly where I am. And that would be mostly here. But the thing is that, as you know, Ruth, that photographers don't really care about pasty white Irishmen. They care about the beautiful women beside them. So any pictures of me are always beside Kat, and that's normally in LA. You know, there's very few paparazzi in Dundrum County.
Because she works there. I mean,
she works there.
Yeah.
So a lot of the pictures, my life from the pictures seems a lot more glamorous than it actually
So when
is.
you're walking on your own, you can walk around happy as Larry. No one's
cares.
bothered.
No one cares, Ruth, as you know, Eamonn, when we're on our own.
Well, tell me what it's like now being a dad. You're very old. And it took a long... I mean, you're an elderly father.
You're very kind.
You're an elderly father. It came to you late in life.
I did.
Yes. Has it been a shock?
Someone said to me, the great thing about being a dad later in life is that you're getting up twice to pee in the night anyway.
That's so true.
So, I mean, it's worked out okay.
Well.
It's actually worked out okay. It's been a bit of a shock. It's the real world, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, whenever I was...
Milo is how old now?
Milo is now 7 months.
Oh.
So he's almost looking after himself,
Yeah.
which is good. Whenever you're a single man, you can stretch a morning out. You know, so you would sit there and you watch a bit of BBC
Morning, whole day.
A whole day.
Yeah, a lot of the time.
Bit of This Morning, Holmes Under the Hammer, you know, and you can pretend you're busy. And then you get married and you realise that you can't be busy unless the stuff, you know, you're told what to do.
So how
and then you've got a baby and that
hands-on
takes
are
it to the next level.
How hands-on are you as daddy?
I'm doing all of that. The
all of it?
Poop and all of it.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So doing all the poop and the nappies and the bottles and all of that stuff.
So is this going to be included in your stand-up routines now? Is fatherhood going to play a big role?
There could be a bit of that because he's an American. He was born over there.
Of course.
Yeah.
So he'll have an American accent, possibly.
Oh, don't say
He could. Well, you remember saying that about Jack. He said it's very hard for him to have one of his children who doesn't have an Irish accent because Jack was born here.
Yeah, it's going to be weird.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad.
Just talking about Mum. It's a lovely love story, you and Kat. And in a way, it reminded me of Ruth. It took Ruth and I an awful long time to get together. In our case, it was about 4 years. In your case, it was much longer. 10, maybe, something like that.
Yeah.
Do you look at that as wasted time? Do you often lament that time, or does it make you stronger that you're lucky that you finally found each other?
Oh, I do, Eamonn. I lament that. I think all these things happen at the time they're meant to happen. I think, funny enough, if we had got together at the start when we were working together, because you know when you're working together first, you can kind of get on each other's nerves a wee bit. So I think it was...
Ours is the other way round.
You see? So I think you guys have done it the right way. So I think that all things came at the right time. I'm not sure that we would have been together if we had got together at the start.
Because you became very good friends. I mean, was there an initial... Now, in hindsight, now that you are together, have either of you said, actually, I did really fancy you when we first met? Was it just the time wasn't right? Was there always that attraction, or were you genuinely just friends?
You know, Ruth, whenever you're married, you do not give any ground on subjects like this. Any chink of... What is it they say? Whoever says, I love you first is the loser. You see? You see?
So you Irishmen wear your heart on your sleeve, you
That's
see.
what it is. Our hearts on our sleeves and our pints in our hand.
Good. And debates on a weekday night at 6 o'clock on BBC Two.
Debatable is on at 6 o'clock on BBC Two.
And this is going to run for weeks and weeks and weeks?
It's going to run for 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Holly's husband, Dan Baldwin, has come up with a format. Peter Jones is involved in it as well. So hopefully we're going to run it for 5 weeks if people like it.
Please.
If people like it.
Good, Patrick. Thank you very much indeed.
Good to see you. Loved Cat and lovely baby Miley. For more of the same, just click here. And don't forget, you can subscribe for even more of these amazing videos exclusive to our channel.
Fridges.
30 seconds left.
That has to win, darling.
Calm
That
me
has
down.
to win.
That's got to go in.
What about your eggs, love?
No,
I'm not doing the eggs.
no.
I'm not doing eggs.
No, all, aren't you?
Eggs.
She's got her
cheese,
champagne
darling.
effect. Did
Soft
you notice
cheese.
how the champagne went in first?
Eamonn.